Good evening and welcome back to the Page Park Band Shell for the Dixon Municipal Band's Sounds of Summer 2026, celebrating America's semi-quincentennial. The Dixon Municipal Band is under the direction of John James and is managed by Kathy James. Your announcer is Chris Hammett. And now, please rise and sing along as we play our national anthem. Thank you all for joining us on a humid evening here along the Rock River in Dixon, Illinois. We are glad to see you here enjoying this wonderful summer tradition. Sousa completed the band full score of the Belle of Chicago on July 23, 1892 in Washington, D.C. This date was precisely 1 week before his discharge from the Marine Corps to go form his own civilian band, which incidentally was based in Chicago. Reviews from the Chicago press were important to Sousa as he wanted to make a good first impression and gain their favor. Press clippings from the time demonstrate that initial reactions to the Belle of Chicago were not everything Sousa might have hoped for. What he intended as a salute to the ladies of Chicago received these stinging criticisms from the press. 1. Mr. Sousa evidently regards the Belle of Chicago as a powerful creature with a swinging stride of a giant, a voice like a foghorn, and feet like sugar-cured hams. The second, the maiden who inspired it would seem to be a giantess, whose motto might have been, "I will make noise." Fortunately, Sousa didn't let these negative reviews slow him down. Let's see what you think of the Belle of Chicago. There's not a lot to say about this next piece, so I'm going to take the opportunity to showcase the composition of our band. One of the great things about our municipal band is its multi-generational makeup. An old guy like me can learn a thing or two by sitting between a couple of these kids. And hopefully they pick up something from the old heads that will help them as well. I'm not giving up ages, but we can talk about how long we've been playing our instruments. So, band members, as I give the range of experience that you fit into, please stand. We'll start with our biggest and youngest group. These 13 members have played either from 1 to 10 years. Would you guys please stand up? Thank you. Our next group has played between 11 and 20 years. There should be 11 of you. Please stand up. All right, we're going to go by decades here. Those who have played between 21 and 30 years on your instrument. All right. 31 to 40 years. Should be 5 of us. Percussionists, raise your hand. All right, thank you. All right, there's 5 of us with 41 to 50 years playing our instruments. I started when I was 2. 8 of us, 51 to 60 years. And at that point, I'm going to start naming names. All right, 61 and up. I got Dave Dahl, 61 years. Stand up, Dave. Susan Palmer, 62 years. Stay up. Carolyn Aiken and Tom Cartwright at 65 years. Don Burnett at 68 years. And at 71 years, Mr. Jim Higbee. That's awesome. All right, so that's your band and how long we've been doing this. Kind of fun. All right, this next piece, written by James Barnes in 1982 for his University of Kansas Varsity Concert Band, Overture Energico. Let's play it. Some of you may have been at the grand opening and dedication of the beautiful bridge that is behind us here. They were offering golf cart tours at that, and the city has decided to extend that offer again. So, Page Park and Petunia Crossing golf cart tours will be given to senior citizens and anyone unable to navigate the path without assistance on August 6th. That's the date of our last concert down here. The golf carts will run from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 7 o'clock in the evening. Those will start and end right here at the band shell. Bottled water will be provided, and they will be accepting free will offerings. So tell friends, neighbors, let everybody know that on August 6th, the night of our last concert, from 3 to 7, there will be golf cart tours of Page Park and the Petunia Crossing Bridge. Our next piece is from the Walt Disney Pictures Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. This 2003 fantasy swashbuckler film featured Captain Jack Sparrow, the cursed pirate crew of the Black Pearl, and a thrilling quest to lift a supernatural curse. The film is the first installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series and is based on the iconic Disney theme park attraction. We have an expert on that in the audience tonight, Mr. Dave Johnson, who is at the exhibit next to that, the Jungle Cruise. Good evening, Captain Dave. Skipper Dave. Sorry, Skipper. The symphonic suite of Klaus Badelett's beautiful music from the movie score is arranged by Tom Watson and includes The Medallion Calls, The Black Pearl, To the Pirate's Cave, One Last Shot, and He's a Pirate. An additional note from Dave. Banana cream pie, $2.50 in Aruba. A slice of cherry for $3 in Jamaica. These are the Pirates of the Caribbean. España Cañí, meaning Gypsy Spain, is a famous instrumental Spanish piece in pasodoble music. The song was written around 1921 by Pascual Marquin on a train ride to Madrid. He was clearly inspired by the rolling rhythm and rattle of the railroad. The work was premiered in Almansa, performed by the band Engineers of Madrid. Besides its traditional use as background music in bullfights in Spain and elsewhere, it is sometimes played to arouse local crowds at baseball games and other sporting events here in the United States. Arrangements of the tune are often used in ballroom dancing for the pasodoble. To most ballroom dancers, it is simply known as the pasodoble song, as it is very commonly played there. The dance floor is open. Here is Robert Longfield's arrangement of Spanish Gypsy Dance, España Cañí. Lincoln is a 2012 American historical drama directed and produced by Steven Spielberg, starring Daniel Day-Lewis as the United States' 16th President Abraham Lincoln. Its screenplay was loosely based on Doris Kearns Goodwin's 2005 book, Team of Rivals, The Political Genius of Abraham Lincoln, and covers the final 4 months of Lincoln's life. At the 85th Academy Awards, the movie received 12 nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director. It won for Best Production Design and Best Actor for Daniel Day-Lewis. John Williams composed all the music for the film except for the Battle Cry of Freedom, and he conducted the score, played by the Chicago Symphony Orchestra with the Chicago Symphony Chorus. Jay Bocook has arranged 3 of those melodies: The People's House, American Process, and With Malice Towards None, in this moving medley from the motion picture Lincoln. Whitcomb on trumpet there. Tom Whitcomb. This is your reminder, if you do not have a little red raffle ticket on your person, go get one. We're going to be drawing soon. They're free. Get one. In the middle of summer, a warm, humid night like tonight, there's no better time to say, Merry Christmas! Wait, what? If that made you pause for a second, don't worry, you're not the only one. It's a little tricky to picture twinkling lights on a pine tree and mugs of steaming hot cocoa when you're swapping out the batteries on your handheld fan trying to stay cool out there. Go grab some Kona Ice or a little Buzz Lemonade. All right, Christmas in July was first used all the way back in 1892 in the French opera Werther. In the United States, Christmas in July was first celebrated at a girls' summer camp in 1933. When Keystone Camp in North Carolina decided to dedicate 2 late July days to the holiday, complete with fake snow, a decorated tree, a gift exchange, and of course, Santa Claus. We celebrate Christmas in July with a medley of Let It Snow, Silver Bells, and Winter Wonderland. So can listening to Christmas music and sleigh bells cool your body temperature? Psychologically speaking, Christmas in July can at least have a positive placebo effect on a person's mood. It is most likely that this is what Leroy Anderson was going for when he formed the idea for this song during a heat wave in July of 1947. 8 decades later, Sleigh Ride is still ranked as one of the 10 most popular pieces of Christmas music worldwide. This is in spite of the fact that the word Christmas is never mentioned in the lyrics, which Mitchell Parrish added 2 years after Anderson finished the composition. As many times as Sleigh Ride is performed, musicians, and hopefully audiences, never tire of it. After we receive the downbeat to start together, most orchestras can play Sleigh Ride perfectly, even without a conductor. No offense, John. Now, we will see if the placebo effect works here tonight. Grab a coat and blanket as you listen to the sleigh bells, whip crack, and horse whinny of Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. Decades later, Sleigh Ride is still ranked as one of the 10 most popular pieces of Christmas music worldwide. This is in spite of the fact that the word Christmas is never mentioned in the lyrics, which Mitchell Parrish added 2 years after Anderson finished the composition. As many times as Sleigh Ride is performed, musicians, and hopefully audiences, never tire of it. After we receive the downbeat to start together, most orchestras can play Sleigh Ride perfectly, even without a conductor. No offense, John. Now, we will see if the placebo effect works here tonight. Grab a coat and blanket as you listen to the sleigh bells, whip crack, and horse whinny of Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. I promise this is going somewhere. Mayor Glenn Hughes and the current city council have put this band back on solid financial footing, but we cannot do this without the financial support of our patrons and sponsors. Please thank them as you see them here and around town. Tonight, we want to highlight our transportation and venue partners. We had to move our patriotic concert inside last Friday night, and the Dixon Historic Theater was fantastic. They take being our indoor home seriously, and we can't thank them enough for making that concert a great success. So here's to the Dixon Historic Theater. As you may guess, we have a lot of equipment to haul from one venue to another. And Sauk Valley Properties allows us to use their moving truck free of charge. So thank you to them. And how about this venue at Page Park, huh? The Dixon Park District gave the ceiling in here a fresh coat of paint, but nobody will notice that because of this beautiful development behind the band shell. So thank you to the Park District for maintaining this shell and the Park District in the city for everything that they're doing down here. This is gorgeous. Thank you, guys.